Hey everyone, it's Jennifer Pansa here with YogiApproved.com, and I am so excited to share with you a flow of yoga for stress management with essential oils. It's going to be a simple flow to provide you with tools to help reduce stress and help elevate high vibes. Stress is one of the biggest challenges that we are facing as a society right now. And when our mind is racing and when we aren't in a grounded space, the stress that we create from our thoughts actually will have a physiological effect on our body and on our emotional state of being. And if you don't learn how to manage your stress and really change your physiology, it can have lasting long-term effects that are really negative on your health. So I'm really excited to get us in the body and really learn how to soften, open, and to physiologically and emotionally change us into a space of lightness. We're going to need a couple of things to help create an environment where you can relieve stress on your own. So you might want to play some soft music, you might want to light a candle, or my favorite way is actually to use essential oils and aromatherapy. So you can see that I have my diffuser hooked up over here, and I am currently diffusing lemon and peppermint, which is really great for creating an uplifting mood and for creating a focused energy for the class. We will be using some essential oils in the class, so if you do have essential oils and you'd like to use them, you can, but by all means you don't have to, and you will get all of the same benefits in this flow just by doing the movements and the breath. So the oils that I'm going to be using today is my favorite line of essential oils, which is the doTERRA brand, which means from the earth, and we are going to be using a couple of specific essential oils. So we're going to start out with a balance blend. If you have that, you can grab that. We also are going to be using the Breathe, the Digest Zen, the Frankincense, and Lavender. So if you have those oils accessible to you, go ahead and grab them, or if you have other essential oils, you can grab those as well. And again, if you don't have any essential oils, don't worry, we can just jump right in. Let's get started and head to our mats. So the first thing we're going to do is start out with our Balance essential oil. So if you have Balance, this one is a blend of frankincense and spruce. And if you don't have it, that's okay too. We're just going to begin in a Baddha Konasana, which is bringing the feet together and the knees apart. And you're just going to place a couple of drops on your hand. Or if you don't have oils, that's okay. You can just rub your feet, okay? So we're going to rub the oil and you're going to actually start to massage the bottoms of the feet. And as you do this, the oil is going to be entering your bloodstream, which is going to help you on a cellular level. And then also just by touching your feet, you're bringing awareness into your grounded energy. And this will start to soothe you. The feet in yoga are a sense of safety and a sense of groundedness in our energy. So when we're rubbing here, just creating that sense of safety, that sense of peace, sense of calmness in your body. And then we'll go ahead and just cross the ankles and come into a nice seated meditation, resting the hands on the knees. And feel your shoulders pull back down away from your ears. You can close your eyes. And see if you can sit up nice and tall, lifting your spine 2 inches taller. And as you close your eyes, see if you can draw awareness right to the tip of your nose. And allow yourself to sink into the moment, letting go of any thoughts from earlier today or anything that might happen later. And simply observe your body. Observe the ground, how it feels. Observe any sounds around you. Observing the smells around you. Noticing any tastes in your mouth. And fully feeling this moment. Now that we're nice and grounded in our energy, we'll go ahead and move into clearing and opening the energy of the chest and opening the air pathways, as the breath is the most powerful tool for reducing stress. So we're gonna go ahead and grab now your Breathe essential oil. This is a combination of peppermint, lemon, eucalyptus, and laurel leaf. So we're just gonna take one drop in the hand, and again, if you don't have the oil, that's okay. The breathing will do the trick as well. And we're just gonna rub the hands together. And the reason why breath is so powerful for stress relief is because when you breathe deeply, it activates the parasympathetic system. So we're just gonna take a deep breath in through the nose and a nice slow breath out of the mouth. And as you do this, breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth, allowing the exhale to be nice and long, your body will start to soften, will start to relax. And that will start to shift the chemistry of your body, taking you into a more relaxed state of being. So we'll just close our eyes here, and you can continue those slow breaths through the nose and out of the nose, focusing on your breath, just like the rhythm of the ocean. And simply being aware of exactly what is happening here. Just bringing your hands right to your heart center, setting your personal intention for this practice today. Choosing what you would like to bring into your body, into your life in this moment. And releasing that intention out, offering your arms up to the sky for a nice big stretch, lifting up as you breathe in. And then gently coming into a spinal twist. You're going to twist, looking over your right shoulder with your hand to your knee. Look over your shoulder and pull the navel in as you breathe out. Twists are amazing for stress relief because they start to really move the spine. And the spine in yoga is known to be the house for our energy. So as you're moving your spine, you're really opening your energy. You're creating a non-linear movement, which is truly shifting your state of being. We're going to do one more twist again over to the right, using that deep exhale as you twist. And to the left. Then we'll come back to center and start to reach both hands over to the right and start to bring your nose towards your knee. And as you do this, really sink your left hip towards the ground. It might want to sneak up. Really root it towards the earth and sink into it and relax the head and the neck and the face. And start to breathe into your side body. So this is opening a different part of your lung. You're breathing into your kidney, your liver here, which is oftentimes where we hold stress in our bodies. And start to create space. Then come back to center, nice and easy. We're doing the same thing on the other side. So extending those arms, the nose works towards the knee, and then really root down through that right sits bone and start to feel the deep stretch in the side body. See where you can soften. And take slow breaths into the low back. Good, and then start to rise, coming back up to center. Notice already how relaxed you feel. And we'll come into a nice side bend. So your right hand extends down, your left arm is over your head, maybe a soft bend of your elbow as you lift up and really, again, try to not sink, tip over, but root down through the sits bone so that you're reaching up and extending the chest towards the sky. And taking slow breaths into the side body here. Breathing through the nose and out of the nose, reaching a little bit deeper. Just be aware of the neck, that you're not clenching it or really lifting into the shoulder, but you're just softening. Good, and then back to center. We're tipping to the other side, breathing in, softening the neck, the jaw, the face, and really breathing into the side body. Deep breath through the nose and out of the nose. and slowly back to center. A lot of times we often hold stress in our shoulders. So now we're going to do a little bit of movement that will free up any tension you might be experiencing in your trapezius. As you inhale, we're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears. And as you exhale, draw those shoulders down and back. 2 more times consciously with the breath. Inhale. And draw the shoulders down and back. 1 more time, breathing in and breathing out. Then we're going to start to twist, turning your head over to the right, opening into the neck, looking over that right shoulder. You can keep extending, pulling that left shoulder back. You might feel a nice big stretch here, or if you need a little more extra resistance, you can gently push on the jawbone and guide that head over to the right a little further, feeling that left shoulder drop back, creating resistance. Breathe and create space. Beautiful. And then back to center and to the other side, stretching in the neck. Again, you might feel a nice big stretch here, or if you'd like a little bit more resistance, go ahead and gently just press against the jawbone. And feel that right shoulder drawing behind you, creating space. And feeling the muscles of the neck open. Perfect. Then coming back to center, you're going to retract your chin, tucking in the chin, lengthening the head long and straight, and then start to open the chin all the way up to the sky, lifting the chin all the way up and squeeze the muscles in the back of the neck, opening in the front of the throat. Take a deep breath. And slowly come back to center. Amazing. Now we're going to go ahead and get started in a little bit more movement. I know that already you're starting to feel your system slow down. So coming onto all fours, we're going to start with some gentle movements of our CatCows. Spreading your fingers, you're going to dip into your back, look up as you inhale, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then exhale, rounding in the spine. Again, the focus here is just on the breath. So you're inhaling, dipping in the back. Exhale, rounding it out. Couple more times, breathing in. Breathing out. Again. Nice slow exhale, really spreading those shoulder blades wide. And then coming back to center, bring your toes together to touch, sink into your heels, extend your arms nice and long, and start to slowly relax your forehead down to your mat in a relaxing child's pose. Just take a moment here to let your forehead truly rest down on the ground. See if you can soften in your shoulders. See if you can soften in your hips. And allow your energy to ground. Choosing to breathe a little deeper. And in that breath, you choose to receive and also let go. Take one more slow breath here, filling up and releasing out. Slowly start to rise up. Take your time coming back onto all fours, finding your downward dog position. So we find our downward dog by stacking our shoulders right over our wrists and tabletop, extending our legs behind us, long and straight for a plank position, finding the length through the spine, and then slowly rolling the tails to the sky. And it's the first one of class, so see if you can just pedal out your feet one at a time. Really enjoying those long holds, pressing the heels towards the floor. And taking those deep breaths through the nose. Seeing how slowly you can breathe out of the nose. The longer you make your exhales, the more your body physiologically understands that you are in a safe space instead of a stressful state. Good, and then you're just going to start to straighten your legs, really spread each of the toes, pushing them down into the ground, pushing the tail to the sky. See if you can draw the shoulder blades down the back and pull the belly button up and in. Take a long, big breath. Exhale, bend the knees just 1 inch and press the tail higher to the sky. Again, straightening the legs. And then bend the knees and press the tail a little bit higher. Last one, straighten the legs. And bend the knees and press the tail to the sky. Beautiful. Slowly start to lift your heels up and shift your weight forward right into the top of the mat and just gently lower your knees down. And you're going to snake your way all the way down to the belly. Inhale, we're going to start to find a little flow. Lifting up, keep those elbows bent and lower it down. Each time coming up a little bit higher, rising as you breathe in and lowering it down. One more time, nice and deep here. Big breath into the low back, really drawing the shoulder blades together, spreading the collarbone, finding space, breathe. And if you want, you can cross your right ankle over your left and look over your right shoulder and start to open into the back in a little twist. And come back to center, switching to the other side, crossing the left ankle over the right and opening into the low back. Breathe. And slowly back to center. Take your time. We're coming to all fours, tucking the toes, and pressing again back to the downward facing dog. 2 big breaths here from the belly, exhaling out of the nose. Letting the head be heavy and the thoughts relax out of the mind. 1 more big breath. Nice, slow exhale. And then take your time, walk your way forward to the top of the mat, just interlacing opposite biceps for Ragdoll. Really keep your knees bent here, and if you have any low back history, see if you can just back off of this pose a little bit. You never want to feel tension in your low back, but really you want to feel the stretch in the back of the legs. Just let your head be heavy, softening here. Let your arms hang like noodles, really softening, really seeing where you can let go. Very slowly start to roll up your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time until you sweep the arms up over the head for a nice big back bend, stretching as you rise. And then exhaling the hands down to the center line. Feeling your feet firmly ground into the earth, feeling that safety, feeling trust. Just take a moment to close your eyes here, honoring your intention to care for yourself. And then start to shift your weight into your right foot and glide your left leg back right into a nice warrior 1 position. So the left foot is at a 45-degree angle and you're really drawing the right hip forward, sinking down into your legs. The knee is right over the ankle. The arms start to lift and just soften the shoulders back, feeling that sturdiness, the foundation of your legs. Feel that back kneecap lifting as you're pivoting that right hip forward. Take a long, slow breath and exhale, sink into it. 1 more time, breathe. Focusing on grounding your energy, feeling the lower trunk. Good, and then slowly the hands come back to center. Start to shift your weight forward, getting light in your back foot, and see if you can balance stepping back to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky, big breath. And then exhale, fold all the way forward and down for a nice deep forward stretch. Press to the toes, rise back up to standing. Inhale, breath. And exhale, hands to the heart. We're doing the same thing now on the other side. So you're shifting your weight into your left foot, finding your balance and gliding that right leg back into the warrior 1 position. That back foot is 45 degrees as you ratchet the right hip forward. Scoop the pelvis forward and sink into your front knee, the knee right over the ankle. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, soften in the shoulders and really feel your foundation. Feel the legs working, pressing into the back knife edge of your foot. Deep breath. Exhale, sink it a little bit more. 1 more. Beautiful. And then start to shift your weight, lifting through the back heel, using your strength to rise back to standing. Inhale, nice big stretch, opening the chest, lifting through the spine. And then exhale, diving forward and down, deep forward stretch. Slowly roll up your spine, one vertebrae at a time, and arise to standing. Beautiful, everyone. Go ahead and take a big step over to the left, turning your body sideways. And from here, we're going to find alignment with your toes slightly pointing in. We're going to do a nice deep back of the leg stretch, and we're going to open in the shoulders for Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, open the arms out. Exhale, clasp the hands behind your back. If it's not accessible for you to clasp your hands behind your back, you can also use a towel or a t-shirt or something, a blanket nearby to help you clasp your hands, or just keep your hands on your hips. As you inhale, you're going to lift up into your chest. As you exhale, dive forward over your toes and relax your head and keep drawing your hands towards the floor in front of you. And just relax your head. Don't worry about how flexible you are here, but rather what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. Breathing through the nose and out of the nose. Really feeling the back line of the body open. The head is heavy. One more slow breath. On your next inhale, start to rise slowly up. Back up to standing. Now we're turning the heels in and the toes out, coming into some nice deep twists. Pressing your hands onto your knees, you're going to start to sink into your legs. And as you inhale, you'll find space in your spine. As you exhale, bend the right elbow and look over the right shoulder and twist in your spine. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. And again, in these twists, we're really opening the spine. We're creating space for the flow of energy. Breathing. Good. Last one. Really rinsing out the mid-spine. And then back to center. Turn your fingers in and sink really low in your hips. A little rock from side to side. See if you can open into the inner thighs and the inner groin. Then rise up. And from now, we're just going to scoot our feet a little bit closer together, toe heeling them so they're about hip width distance apart. And a soft bend of your knees. So we're coming into a nice Qigong stance. And we're scooping the pelvis forward, and we're just going to start to twist from side to side. And we're opening into the low back. So you want to use your hands to just gently tap the low back and the kidney area. And this is great because this is actually helping to stimulate the adrenal glands, which are so important for stress. The adrenal glands are responsible for creating cortisol, which is actually the stress hormone. So healthy kidneys, healthy adrenals is really important for our bodies in combating stress. A couple more slow breaths here. Beautiful. And now we're going to add in another oil. So we're working now into the digestive system. And oftentimes when we're in a stressed state, because we perceive that as fight or flight, our digestive system might not be in balance, or it might not be functioning as ideally as it should be. So let's go ahead and grab our Digest Zen. So this is a combination of peppermint, fennel, ginger, and caraway. You can use that or a similar oil, or just go ahead and use your hands and rub your stomach. That will work perfectly as well. So you're just gonna rub your hands together with the oil, and then you're just gonna take this and just rub it all over your belly. So try to get in the mid belly and the low belly, as this will start to work energetically with your second and your third chakras, which is really wonderful. And you might feel a little tingling, you might feel a little bit of a warming sensation, and this is great. And that's part of drawing your awareness here into your belly. Let's turn forward to the top of the mat. And we'll take a nice big stretch as you inhale, open in the chest. Exhale, diving over the toes. Inhale, lift your hands to your shin, opening for a flat back. And then exhale, bending your knees and pressing forward into a high plank position. And then just come down and lower to your knees, as we're part of stress relief is actually letting go of the stress. So we're doing a technique right now called Kapalabhati breath, which is a breath of fire. And we're going to come down into the elbows and lift the kneecaps up, and it'll be a quick breath that's out of the nose, and it's a flapping of the belly, pulling the belly up and in. And by doing this, we're going to stimulate the oxygen flow to the body, and then we'll be able to fully release very quickly any stress and any tension, emotional things that you might be holding. Okay? So the shoulders come over the elbows, lifting up. We're going to take a deep inhale, and then a few Kapalabhati breaths out of the nose. Good, breathe in. And then exhale, lower it down. Bring your elbows to the floor for your Sphinx. And then go ahead and just lift into the chest, take a deep breath. And then exhale, stick out the tongue like a lion and let go of anything that you might be holding. Inhale. Exhale, move it out of your chest, move it out of your mouth and your throat. One more time, deep breath. Nice big exhale. Good. And then bring those elbows wide and just start to rest your forehead down right onto your hands on the mat. And in this space, see if you can soften. See if you can notice what you are feeling, the movement of energy, and enjoy the release. See if you can slow down your heart rate by exhaling a little bit slower. One more breath here. And then gently start to lift up, planting your hands right by your hips and pressing onto all fours. And then walking those fingertips forward for a nice heart opener, a nice deep stretch, opening in the chest and the chin, reaching towards the floor, feeling a deep stretch. So maybe just the forehead comes down, or depending on your flexibility, you might even be able to reach the chest or the chin. Just take some deep breaths into the back of the heart. Beautiful. And then slowly you're walking your hands back, sinking down onto your heels. The last thing we will do for our digestion is bringing the thumbs into your hands and making a little fist around your thumbs. And then we'll actually bring your hands inside. I love doing this. It's so good for your digestion. Bringing your hands into your stomach and then starting to fold forward over your fists inside of your belly. And what this is doing is just putting a little pressure here on your organs, on the inside of your belly, and starting to stimulate your digestion and simultaneously allowing yourself to soften. And then very slowly we're rising back up, releasing, letting the feeling of what you just experienced to sink in. Now we are going to reach for our frankincense essential oil. Frankincense is an incredible essential oil because it balances the full system of your body in an energetic sense, and it also helps support you on a cellular level. So this is one of the most holy and one of the most powerful spiritual essential oils that's out there, and it is incredible for meditation, for focus, intuition. It's even great for skin. And again, like I said, that high vibe. So you're just going to rub your hands together and then go ahead and place your thumbs with the frankincense on it right in the center of your forehead, or maybe even rubbing the brow bone to start to soften any tension that you might have in your head and your tension that you might store in your face here. And what's great is this will actually help with wrinkles too, on a side note. And then go ahead and just press your thumbs right into the center of your forehead, into your third eye. And just take a moment to breathe in the aroma and to really feel the pressure of the thumbs working into your forehead. Honoring your intuition. When you can fully relax into your intuition, into your connection of this world, the worldly things, and also the energetic space, the harmony and balance within that connection is peace within yourself. And from here, we'll go ahead and release the hands down, and we'll start to shift onto our backs. So just shifting your legs forward right in the middle of your mat. You can go ahead and start to lay down. And you can go ahead and actually grab your lavender essential oil and put it next to you. So go ahead and make your way down onto your back and gently hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side and close your eyes and see if you can really massage your back line of your body into the floor. So feeling the back of the head into the ground, the back of the shoulders, really enjoying this connection to the ground. And then keep your right knee into your chest, your left leg long, giving a nice little hug here, drawing into the center. And just take the knee across your body for a gentle spinal twist, extending your right arm long and guiding the knee down towards the earth. Feel your right shoulder and your left knee pushing down, breathing through your nose. And exhaling, opening into the spine. One more slow breath like that. And gently come back to center, switching your legs, your right leg extending long, and your left knee hugging into your chest. Again, finding that little sweet spot, drawing that in. And take your time drawing the knee across your body over to this side. Gaze is over to the left. Your opposite shoulder towards the floor. Lengthening your inhale. And exhale, going deeper into the twist. One more. And then coming back to center, giving a final last hug to yourself. Gently drop both knees into your chest. A final last little squeeze. You can really even draw yourself into a little tiny ball, lifting your forehead to your knees and creating tension in your body, even squeezing your toes, breathing through the nose. Exhale, contracting. One more. And then as you exhale, start to slowly release your legs as wide as your mat and your hands by your side. Now is where you can go ahead and reach for your lavender oil, which is really wonderful for calming and for stress. And go ahead and take one little drop into your hands. And if you have lavender, great. If not, you can just go right into your shavasana. That's perfect too. You can just take a couple deep breaths, smelling the aroma, soothing your senses, and allowing your nervous system to calm down. You can just rub it on your throat or your neck, or maybe if you have a little eye pillow or a towel, you can rub the oil on there. And just feel your shoulders soften back away from your ears, allowing your whole body to become heavy. And in this space, you can start to fully surrender. knowing that you are fully supported, that you are safe. And that when you take care of yourself, nurture and support yourself in union and harmony with your highest essence, that nothing else really matters. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as feels good for you. Or if you are ready to begin awakening your body, transitioning back into your day, just start to draw your awareness to your breath. Taking a little bit deeper of an inhale and exhale. And start to create movement in your fingers and your toes. And take a big good morning, good afternoon, good evening stretch up. And just roll over to one side using your arm as a pillow, taking a moment to pause. And again, feel that sense of safety, feel that grounded energy. And press your way gently back up to your seated meditation position, finishing the class the way that we started. Just really noticing if you feel different in your physiology and your energy and your emotional state from this practice, from the movement and from the breath and from the aromatherapy. Bring your hands to your heart in gratitude for this practice, for the ability to instantaneously shift yourself into a state of connection and high vibration. Inhaling your hands to your forehead, honoring ourselves and this practice. Bowing forward, we say, Namaste. Make sure to subscribe to the Yogi Approved YouTube channel. That way you can stay up to date on all of the new videos and everything great that is happening in the world of yoga.